This video is going to focus on elapsed time in time unknown. So we're going to start with a word problem. Now I want to remind you that you have solved problems like this in third grade. When you were in third grade, you focused on solving elapsed time problems, start time unknown, end time unknown, and then kind of like how much time had passed in between. So you solved those in third grade using number lines and T-charts. And so I'm going to show you those same strategies using a number line and T-chart today. In third grade, you only went within 60 minutes. You could cross an hour, like maybe it was 2:45 and I started something at 2:45 and ended at 3:15. How long did I work on it? So you could cross an hour, but you had to stay under 60 minutes. In fourth grade, what you do is you begin to look at going past an hour. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. So we have a word problem here, and what I want to introduce or go over is the 3-read strategy. Okay, you may have seen this or heard this from some of your teachers. So when we're reading word problems, the first thing we want to do is just what's going on. The first time we read it, so we're going to read the problem 3 times. The first time we're going to read it to what's going on. All right, I really want names and what's going on. I don't want any numbers. Don't tell me about numbers, just names and what's going on. The second time we read it again and we really focus in on the numbers. And then the third time we look at what is the question asking us to do. So we're going to use that strategy as we solve this problem. So first of all, we're going to read it to see what's going on. So I'd urge you to try to read it on your own if you need help from a parent or somebody, but really try to focus on reading these on your own. All right, so I'm going to kind of model it for you. So Sam left home at 9:30 a.m. He was gone for 2 hours and 25 minutes. What time did he arrive back at home? All right, if I look at my 3-read strategy, I just want to focus on what's going on, no numbers. So when I look here, I see that Sam, he left home, he was gone, and he came back. Okay, so Sam was home, he left, and he came back. That answers number 1, what's going on. I did not use any numbers. Number 2, I want to focus in on the relationships and the numbers. And this is a point where I start either drawing or writing information out. So I have Sam, and I know that Sam left at 9:30 a.m. Okay, that's one of my numbers. It says that he was gone for 2 hours and 25 minutes. So I'm going to just put gone 2 hours, 25 minutes. Okay, so Sam was home. He left at 9:30. He was gone 2 hours and 25 minutes. All right, and then he came home. Now, if we look back at what's the question asking us. So let's look at the question. Sam left home at 9:30. He was gone for 2 hours and 25 minutes. And then the question, what time did he arrive back at home? So you can see this is really the first time I've focused in on the question. I really want to work on comprehending the kind of the story going on here. And then my last step is to look at the question. So what time did he arrive back at home? All right, so if he left at 9:30, and he was gone 2 hours and 25 minutes, then I'm going to have to add on that 2 hours and 25 minutes to find out what time he got back home. So the first strategy that I'm going to show you is a T-chart, okay? So I'm going to put 9:30 here, and then we're going to see when he gets back. So if I'm starting at 9:30, if I go from 9:30 to 10:30, that is 1 hour, okay? I can see that that is one of the hours. I've got to add another hour. So I'm going to go from 10:30 to 11:30, and I can see that was my 1 hour. So together that was 2 hours. Now, I need to add on my 25 minutes. So I can do this different ways. I can see that it's 11:30, and I can add on just my 20 minutes and then add on my 5, or I can add on the entire 25 minutes. I'm going to choose to just add on my 20 minutes, which will take me to 11:50. So that was 20 minutes. And then I'm going to add on my 5 minutes. So from 11:50 to 11:55. So I know that Sam got home at 11:55. Now, would that be AM or PM? Now remember, unless I'm passing over 12, it would not change from AM or PM. So I just went up 2 hours. I didn't pass over 12 o'clock, so we are still in the AM. Another way you can do this is a number line. So we're going to call it an open number line. I'm going to start at 9:30. I'm going to add on 1 hour. Now, if you want to go ahead and jump 2 hours, that's fine. You could go ahead and jump to 11:30 and do the 2 hours. I'm just going to do 1 hour at a time. So that takes me to 11:30. And then I'm still going to just do my 20 minutes here. So that takes me to 11:50. And then I'm going to do my 5 minutes, which takes me to 11:55. So you can see there's 2 different ways to solve this. You can use a T-chart or you can use a number line. Remember, if you go over 12 o'clock, you're going to have to change from either AM to PM or PM to AM.